All right, guys, it's finally here, part 3 of the intro to ranch roping and 3-man doctoring videos. This is the last video of this series. Tell me what you want to see next. Leave me a comment below, hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and we will get it made. As always, this video is brought to you by 310 EDU. If you like content like this, if you want to learn the shots that you're seeing, we have full-length tutorials over at 310edu.com, guys. These are the best roping instructionals on the internet, no question. Go check out 310edu.com. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in the next one.
We go in, we throw a good heel shot, we catch 2 back feet, and if you got great big calves and their front legs are tripoded out, and you got those 2 back feet, and you got them strung out, and your ground man's quick and gets to them before they hit the ground, he can just tail them over from either side because he's got both feet caught. From there, in a competition setting, you would just let that calf, you would let the heeler hold that calf while you set the front ropes. Out doctoring, being a little safer, you'd probably let your heeler get short. So you grab the heel rope, you kind of lean on it, and put some pressure there, hold that calf for the heeler to get short. He gets short, and then he holds the calf while you set the front feet. So from there, that's basically the easiest scenario, is catching 2 back feet and taking them down. Let's talk about tailing the calf down first.
Okay.
What's that look like?
Well, if you got 1 back foot and you want to, and it's a 3-man crew, the guy who is on the ground is going to want to go to the side that the leg is up. So whichever leg you've got caught, that's the side you want to go to. When you go to tail something down, if it's real big, you want to pull down towards the calf's flank, or up towards the calf's flank, and straight down as hard as you can. Obviously, well, I don't guess it's obvious, but in order for that to happen, both ropes need to be just banjo string tight. And whenever you go to pull, your header needs to time it to where when you jerk, he feeds about 18 inches of rope, just zip, and feeds it to you. So when you pull, if it's banjo string tight, that calf's going to flip. He won't be able to brace against that rope where the header won't be holding him up, and he'll just pop right over or lay right down. It's a little more challenging if they got their front legs kind of spread apart, and that's something to kind of pay attention to. Typically, that's the way it's going to go. You're going to get on the side that the foot's up, the header's got a feed rope. As soon as that calf hits the ground, you need to hit a knee on the neck, grab the front leg, and then decide which way you need to go. I typically like to get control on the head and neck, and then once they get tight and they've got that back leg up, I always set the back feet first, but I'll go to the neck first. Kind of get control and get that calf rocked back so he can't stand back up. If you got 2 guys down there, the guy on the tail will go to the neck, and the guy who's on the rope can step over the flank and set the back feet. But that's typically the way you want to do it.
We caught 1 foot. Let's go over getting a calf to step over the spoke.
Stepping over the spoke just simply means that you've got the calf necked, you got 1 back foot, and you want to be easy on your ground man. So you can just flip your slack out and straight in front of the calf, or if you're in an arena setting, the smartest thing to do is to flip your slack on the side that the herd is. So if the herd's to the right of your calf, you want to pitch it on the herd side, because that calf's going to want to go that way. So when you do, your heeler just lets a little rope run and lets that calf walk 1 step, 2 steps if you can, because you want to get 2 front legs over your rope. And when you do, you just pick up and go to the horn and drag them down that way. You can do it with 1 foot. Etiquette says the foot that you've got roped is the foot that you want to lay down if you're just going to do 1 foot. So that's etiquette on having one front foot, but typically you like to get 2 because it's just easier on the calf to lay them down that way.
So from there, let's talk about roping the front. front feet.
Okay, so if you got one back foot and you got it headed and heeled but one back foot, you want to go to the left-hand side of the animal. Position your horse beside the calf, and once again, your header, heeler need to be tight, but you don't want to be choking the calf down because then it'll just fall over. Just stay tight and watch your calf for choking. But you want to set your horse's front shoulder off the back hip. Having a big enough loop to where you can sit off the back end or off the calf's back left hip with your horse's front right shoulder. Swing easy. You don't have to swing hard, just nice and slow, and then just lay that trap right down in front of that calf. You want your bottom strand to drag, and you do not throw it, you literally lay it down there. So as it comes down, you're just letting that rope kind of follow in front of that calf, and then when it's laying in the right spots, pick up your spoke, and your loop should either be open or when you pick up your spoke, or your slack, that'll open it up. You can pay attention to where the calf's head is, because if it's real low to the ground, you're going to have to come in kind of high, like at this angle. If it's high, then you can kind of come in like that. But it's front foot trap, so it's pretty fun to do once you get it. Once you set the trap, your heeler needs to put a little slack in the rope, which typically will allow that calf to walk forward, and you want to do it one step at a time. You don't want them to shoot out there. You just want that calf to take one step over the rope, 2 steps over the rope, pick up, and ride. I ride towards the header, right off that left shoulder, and at that point, once the header sees the rope get tied around the feet, and the front foot, the guy who's roped the front foot has come tight, the header can give him slack, and that'll just allow the calf to lay down, and you'll have 2 front feet. At that point, the header becomes the ground man. If you got 2 front feet, all you have to do is set the back feet and then clear the head rope, and you're done. And that's kind of a cool way that you can get that done. You typically get extra points for handling the calf that way, which will get you that point back that you lost on only catching one heel.
All right. That's it for this one. We can close it out.
All right, guys, so we appreciate y'all watching the video. Hope you get something out of it. There should be some good tips and pointers in there. If you got any questions, feel free to either give us a call, shoot us an email, and let us know if there's something else you'd like us to shoot a video on as far as 3-man doctoring goes. We'll try to be thorough, but a lot of times we won't answer every question, and we welcome, your suggestions for videos or just questions that you might have. Thanks.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.